United States submarine base at Key West, Florida. A dispatch that quoted President Truman's press secretary, Charles Ross, as saying that President Truman has no knowledge of any secret project by this government that would give substance to the existence of such objects. Ross also said that both the Air Force and the Navy deny that...
Hi. Two things. Number one, hey, what's up? My name's Noelle. Number two, as I die, I just want to say to all the haters and losers, everyone, and by everyone, I mean Ty, would make fun of me because I have my emotional support cup. We all know about these. Everyone has their emotional support cup or water bottle. Everyone knows about those. I've got mine. Chelsea and I's are matching. They are a Halloween special cup that glows in the dark. It is truly one of the most incredible purchases I've ever made. Anyway, so I'm really bad at drinking water. I always have been. And crucify me if you will. Go ahead, put the fucking wood up, nail my hands in. I just, never loved water. When I was I was an athlete, and so even when I was super dehydrated, I would, for sure take little sips from the water fountain. I would drink water, but, I've never, chugged a water bottle. That's not, who I am. It's not good to me. And even when I'm, sick, where most people are like, water, mama. There's something about water when you're sick, or water when you're pukey, or water when you're hungover, that just it accentuates the nasty. You know what I mean? It doesn't make me hydrated. It accentuates the nasty.
It almost makes the very back of my throat, right where my tongue sits, feel like fat sometimes, where I'm just ugh.
Yeah, because it's it tastes like nothing, so it's just blandness sitting with you. And if you're trying to fight back feelings of sickness, it just emphasizes that. It probably doesn't make sense unless you're another person like us who are bad at drinking water.
Yeah, so it's how I imagine a deep sigh would taste like. As someone who's that's what water tastes like to me.
I've never felt quenched by water. I've never taken a drink of water. How about this? I've never taken a drink of water and felt like how I do after a sip of McDonald's Sprite, where I'm just I'm satiated.
When when times are dark and the moon crosses in front of the sun, and then we go back to the old ways of the cave, when I sip on Baja Blast from Taco Bell, I could walk on water, Noelle. I transcend into
it's electrifying.
Yeah. Whereas water, I'm oh, my tummy. And then I burp a little bit and it comes back up.
Literally it feels like a chore. It feels like a chore to drink water because it's not exciting. It's not electrifying. It's not made of pure high voltage. So it does not get me. I love the taste of an electrolyte.
I need my water to be like my personality. Just off the chain.
That's what I'm saying.
Very colorful.
That is so this brings me to my point. Chelsea is also an aficionado of this. I have been putting Mio, 0-calorie Mio, whether it's 0-calorie Mio, just a flavor, 0-calorie Mio with caffeine, 0-calorie Mio Sport with electrolytes, 0-calorie Mio with vitamin B12, whatever it is, mama, I've been putting it in. I've been putting it in my water. And then I trained myself, because it is training, to like LaCroix, to be able to get that feeling of carbonation, but still have it be 0-calorie water with a little bit of flavor. So, what's that in my cup? It's that potion. You know what I mean?
I'm just Mio. I don't think I can sign off on the LaCroix, but I do agree with you that something has to be done with water.
Something has to be done with water.
If I learned anything from Drag Race, it's if you get a shake and go wig, you got to do two things to it before it's runway ready. You can tease it, you can put a hair clip in it, but something's got to be done to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my water's got to be runway ready.
You're
at all times.
So fucking right, dude. Fucking tweet. You have never been so right. And, what did I see recently trending? Okay. as a form of self-care for all of our dehydration queens and kings and they themings, bitches online being like, go to TJ Maxx, go to Marshall's, wherever that like, discount mama store is, and go to like their crazy aisles for like coffee and tea and shit. Go to that syrup section, get those 0-calorie, 0-sugar syrups. Start adding those to your fucking water. Like pineapple.
Oh.
There's like a mermaid one. And there's a girl online who went viral because she calls it mermaid water. And she like makes her water like a fucking Starbucks Frappuccino. And it's all 0-calorie. And she's like, I don't want to hear it in the comments about like, why are you putting that shit in your water? She's like, because for the first time in my life, I'm not fucking dehydrated. And I was like, that's it, queen. That's it. And like all the people going off of the comments like, this has helped me so much. I used to be so bad at drinking water. Like now I'm like truly hydrated, both emotionally and physically. And that's on that. And I just feel like I have been vindicated. I feel like all of my wrongs have been righted because people, specifically my partner who should love and support me in my decisions, has been judging me about my potion water. Little did he know, I'm a hydrated queen.
I don't want to say anything mean about Ty, so I hope that if he listens to this, it doesn't hurt his feelings. Shut the fuck up. If you can go to sleep, Oliver's the same. If you can go to sleep and just have dreams, and if you go to sleep if you can raw dog going to sleep with no help whatsoever, I don't want to hear your opinions on water.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're out once your head hits the pillow, you could be quenched by looking at an ice cube. We're not the same.
That's true.
My mouth is dry and I've been drinking water and wine this whole fucking time.
Yeah.
So how dare you, Ty? And how dare you, Oliver? You're in this too.
Yeah.
Because I know what he's thinking. Just drink water. It's not that bad. It is that bad. I've been telling you all.
It is that bad. It actually is. So for the first time in my life, I'm drinking water. I'm hydrated. And it's great. So do what you got to do. If you're a person out there struggling with drinking water because it is not runway ready, it is musty, dusty, and crusty, then go get you some Mio's, 0-calorie, or go to TJ Maxx and get you some 0-calorie syrups, like a pineapple syrup, a mango syrup, whatever sounds fucking good to you. Add just a little pump in there, get for real. So yeah, that's me. Who are you?
Good advice. I'm Chelsea. I'm the little balls of fabric that pop up on a sweater and make it look old.
Oh my god, I have a fix for that too. You can like go on Amazon and it's like $5.
It's like a little shaver, right?
Yeah. And it
Yet again, another simple solution that I'm way too lazy to put any effort.
The solutions are there.
Yeah, I've tried nothing.
And I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I've tried to do nothing and I'm all out of ideas.
Oh my god.
So I do have a poem for you.
Please.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Everyone's gonna be like, what? Then we're talking about Gweneth Paltrow today, y'all. We're talking about Goop herself, so there's the context you needed. Speaking of wellness queens, us out here coming up with wellness solutions.
Yeah, so may this poem do more for you than Goop ever would.
Okay.
In the depths of the sewer's dark, a pair of eyes glint with a sinister spark. Gweneth Paltrow lurks in the shadows below, watching and waiting for a chance to bestow. Her envy for youth has driven her mad. She seeks to steal it from others, so sad. And now her gaze has fallen on me, the object of her obsession, can't you see? She emerges from the muck and mire, her skin glowing with a devilish fire. She reaches out with a greedy hand, desperate to take what she can. But I will not be the victim of her scheme. I will not surrender my youth to this fiend. I turn and run as fast as I can, away from this woman, my so-called fan. So if you ever find yourself in the sewer's domain, beware of Gweneth Paltrow and her selfish game, for she will stop at nothing to steal your youth and leave you with nothing but the bitter truth.
Wow. That was powerful. You know what that reminded me of?
Right? What?
You're right. You know that song/video, the Shia LaBeouf song, and it's like, you're walking in the woods, Shia LaBeouf. You know? You don't know about this?
No.
Are you being so for real?
Is this the Just Do It video where he's like, "Just do it"?
No. This is like a fucking. Oh my god. Hold your fucking horses. Okay, hold on. Wow, this is a derailing. God damn it.
You're derailing it. You're derailing it.
God damn it. Because you've gotta. Okay.
I had a very topical poem.
Are you ready?
Okay, yeah.
It's by the Gay Men's Choir. Okay.
You're walking in the woods. There's no one around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him. Shia LaBeouf. He's following you, about 30 feet back. He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint. He's gaining on you.
Shia LaBeouf.
You're looking for your...
You've never really heard this?
No.
Okay,
What?
well, look at all of these Shia LaBeoufs, all of these, the Gay Men's Choir,
Yeah, 3
dressed
minutes.
in giant Shia LaBeouf heads come out.
It's
Okay.
beautiful.
Do you see?
Okay. You know what this now sounds like? Now it sounds like Anastasia's "In the dark of the night, evil will find." Oh my god! You know what I'm talking about, man? Oh man, Christopher Lloyd should have been there doing the chorus.
Wow. So anyway, that's how that made me feel, and I really liked it.
Musicality knows no bounds.
I need the Gay Men's Choir to do the "He's Coming After You with a Knife" Shia LaBeouf version of the Gweneth Paltrow
Man,
poem.
if I had the skill to edit the poem to be like Gweneth Paltrow, I'd do it. Maybe I'll add like music onto it in post. We'll do it in post.
Okay, do it in post. Okay, so speaking of Gwyneth Paltrow,
Uh-huh.
there's a few things that I wanted to talk about because this is how I got here. And so I want to make sure everyone follows the red twine on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about a few terms in the zeitgeist right now.
Okay.
Almond mom and crunchy mom. Do you know what I mean when I say these?
Almond mom, I think is what my mom used to call granolas, which were if I had to describe them as a color, it'd be tan, mauve, off-white. Crunchy moms. I don't know what a crunchy mom is. Is a crunchy mom like a mom who doesn't shower and they get crunchy like my dog does?
I mean, kind of. When you were describing almond mom, that was actually more of a crunchy mom. So an almond mom is used to refer to a parent who imparts unhealthy food or food beliefs or disordered eating on their child.
Ooh.
Example being when a 17-year-old Gigi Hadid said, "I'm feeling really weak. I had half an almond," and her mom Yolanda replied, "Have a couple of almonds and chew them really well." That is an almond mom.
Ooh, yeah, those tricks on how to feel full without eating much.
Mm-hmm. Have some celery, or even a very light version of an almond mom is, accidentally, I feel like our generation in the 90s and early 2000s diet fads Slim Fast and the 90
heroin
calorie
chic is what they called it. Yeah.
Yeah, the 90 calorie snack packs. I also feel like I went to high school with a lot of people who would talk about how their mom had a fucking deadbolt chain on the refrigerator. You were only allowed to eat during certain times. Yeah. So that is obviously child abuse. But I would say so as being an almond mom by creating unhealthy food beliefs or disordered eating.
It feels like when people make their cats and dogs be vegan.
Yeah.
Those ones were no, my cat's a vegetarian. And it's your cat's starving to death, ma'am.
Yeah, it's cruel. It's cruel. Yeah. And whereas a crunchy mom is kind of what you were explaining before. A crunchy mom, crunchy coming from granola being crunchy. It's just a new iteration on an old term. But crunchy, I think that they've moved on from granola because granola is the mom who uses all natural cleaning products and wear Birkenstocks. Whereas a crunchy mom is the Charizard version of that. A crunchy mom is anti-modern parenting techniques. They're anti-vax. They only homeschool. They cloth diaper. They do home births. They use essential oils and meditation to cure your flu.
Oh,
They're
okay.
probably breastfeeding kids who can speak sentences. You get the picture.
Yeah, like their kid has like a disgusting ear that has just been oozing pus for 2 months. So they just cut an onion in half and put it on their ear.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And what do these two things have in common?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
You fucking better believe it.
I love it when I get shit right.
You fucking nailed it on the head, man. None other than Gweneth Paltrow or Goop herself. And let's go into that. Goop. What does it mean? GOOP. Honestly, GP. What do you think? GP.
Good parenting.
Gweneth Paltrow. You were so
smooth brain came in hot on that one.
Yeah,
actually,
you were riding too high on getting that first answer.
Fucking Icarus, man.
Gwyneth Paltrow. And the double O's in the middle because someone told her big companies that are successful have two O's in their titles.
Like
and
Google?
I think that's the only one. But yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Literally only Google. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I got that one right.
Yep. So that's it. That's why it is Goop. It's Gwyneth double O Paltrow.
Huh. Okay.
And let's go into their definition. This is taken from their website verbatim, period, point blank. Goop, a modern lifestyle brand. Cutting-edge wellness advice from doctors, vetted travel recommendations, and a curated shop of clean beauty, fashion, and home. In 2008, Gweneth Paltrow launched Goop from her kitchen as a homespun weekly newsletter. It's grown a lot since then. We operate from a place of curiosity and non-judgment, and we start hard conversations, crack open taboos, and look for connection and resonate everywhere we can find. We don't mind being the tip of the spear. In short, we go first, so you don't have to. We're glad you're here.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
It feels really self-important considering that they don't sell anything that revolutionary that isn't memified. Like the jade vagina eggs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, revolutionary to hell, huh? What I wanted to point out specifically was in that first sentence. The, quote, doctor advised, end quote.
Gives very Dr. Oz Oprah.
Yeah, and what do we know about Dr. Oz?
He's a fucking not a good person. And
he's a quack.
A liar. Yeah.
He's a quack. The doctor advised health advice includes things like vaginal steaming, and this is a quote from Gwen herself. The real golden ticket here is in the mugwort V-steam. You sit on what is essentially a mini throne and a combination of infrared and mugwort steam cleanse your uterus.
I don't want any mug or wart in my uterus.
I mean, I completely agree with you. And just to say, you do not need to steam clean your vagina. And honestly, OBs, like OBGYNs, like actual pussy doctors, you know, pussy doctor MD.
They're like, leave it alone. It's self-cleaning.
Like, yeah, they literally say it's a well-oiled machine. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
And this like anti-vaginal health propaganda is what makes people like go out and get like douches and like summer's eve pussy wash and like think that they have to like deep clean their vagina, and that's what also makes them think that they have to like steam clean it out too. But it's like, no, you have a self-cleaning and self-sustaining sex organ. You don't need to like devolve into a rose quartz teabag steam.
And if something is wrong, you probably just need to go to the doctor for an antibiotic.
Yeah, because why do doctors say do not do fucking vaginal steams? because direct from a fucking OB themselves saying it can alter the pH. And when your vaginal pH is altered, that's when you get things like bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections. And altered pH can also come from having multiple sex partners, someone with a dirty dick. Maybe like you have multiple sex partners and they were having intercourse with someone whose bacteria doesn't mix well with your bacteria. Like it's, and there's no amount of rubbing of rose quartz on your pussy that will cure that.
You could switch your laundry detergent. Like, it just is so common. You could buy a cheap bath bomb.
Yeah.
Just don't, Gwen.
Yeah.
GP.
Yeah. So don't don't. Gwen also says a diet consisting of nothing but goat's milk for 8 days straight can cleanse your body of parasites and heavy metals.
I like goat's cheese. Can that just be something that you can incorporate into a diet?
No, because you're only supposed to drink goat's milk for all 3 meals of the day for 8 days. Not even just 7, 8.
Okay, so just a minor eating disorder. Actually, I would qualify that as a pretty major eating disorder. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
And just, because we're doing our due diligence, Dr. Kyle Steller, a gastroenterologist at Massachusetts General Hospital, wants listeners to know that there is no evidence a raw goat milk, quote, cleanse will have health benefits, but he can almost guarantee that you will probably have more flatulence.
Parts. I love when doctors just don't give enough time of day to stuff like this. We're like, no, it won't do anything, but you're just going to be really stinky.
Yeah, like, you're just going to be miserable.
If I was a doctor, I wouldn't use the proper term, like the medical terms for anything when I had to address nonsense like this.
Yeah, you would be like, you'll just be farting.
Yeah, I'd be like, you be tooting up bean cans, man. Like, like, why? Don't give it any credibility by giving it a serious response.
I feel that. And one of my personal favorite things, Little Miss Goop has recommended from her, quote, doctor-advised board over at Goop HQ, a $120 anti-bad vibe body sticker. If you want to go ahead and click, do you see where it says body sticker? You want to go ahead and click that link? Okay, these are real. Let me tell you while you look at those.
Okay.
This claim was so insane that NASA had to get involved to debunk them, which is why Goop no longer has the $120 anti-bad vibe body stickers on Goop, because this happened, but they still exist, hence why I showed you that. I just wanted to show you that they physically look like stickers that you get at the doctor when you're 5 and you took your chickenpox shot, right? And they were like, there you go.
It's literally a mermaid, a triangle with an eye in it, a hand with stars, a hummingbird with a lightning bolt, and a unicorn. And then it says, when the sticker is properly applied to your skin, it begins broadcasting the stored frequencies which may influence the cells in your body. This interchange of frequencies is believed to have balancing effects on particular systems within the body. There's a lot of nonsense.
That is a lot of nonsense. But keep in mind, what do we see? We're hearing a lot of high art vocabulary and kind of vernacular that seems official and scientific. So keep that in mind. Okay. So Gwen claimed that these wearable stickers would, quote, promote healing and, quote, rebalance the energy frequencies in our body, as you read. They would reduce inflammation by, quote, boosting cell turnover and, quote, smoothing out both physical tension and anxiety.
Okay. That's also a lot of words, Gwen.
That is a lot of words. Okay. You might be asking yourself 2 things right now. Number 1, how do the stickers heal my withering body?
Uh-huh.
And 2, why the fuck was NASA involved?
Right. Why? Yeah, why was NASA involved? Don't they have better things to do? Oh my god, get out!
War.
Get out of my office! Get
floor.
Ow! Oh, keep talking.
NASA's going to be investigating the chaos in Chelsea's house right now. I hope that they have the time for that. I think she's experiencing... Oh no, I was going to say she's experiencing real single mother activities, but Oliver is in the house. Oliver is in the house listening to her scream like a cartoon character. Oh, okay, she's back. Hello?
They're just playing under my feet, being loud as hell, acting like I ain't got shit to do, acting like I got all the free time in the world, like GP out here to just be suing people for $1.
Yeah, that's true.
Good grief.
So, NASA.
Yeah.
That's because the inventor of body vibe stickers claimed the energy came from, quote, the same conductive carbon material NASA uses to line spacesuits so they can monitor an astronaut's vitals during wear. This special technology uses biofrequency that resonates with the body's natural energy field.
Okay, yeah, I feel like NASA doesn't want you to rip off their technology and then broadcast it.
Even better, Gizmodo, the publication, one of their journalists, reporters, Ray Pedaletta, contacted NASA about the claims, with NASA specifically saying, quote, our spacesuits do not have any conductive carbon material lining, period. Like, they don't. They don't have it. And then a former chief NASA scientist chimed in with, what a load of bullshit this is.
That was the energy I was looking for, yeah.
Yeah. So, Goop has since removed the NASA claim from its site and released this statement, quote, as we have always explained, advice and recommendations included on Goop are not formal endorsements, and the opinions expressed by the experts and companies we profile do not necessarily represent the views of Goop. Our content is meant to highlight unique products and offerings, find open-minded alternatives, and encourage conversation. We constantly strive to improve our site for our readers and are continuing to improve our processes for evaluating the products and companies featured. Based on the statement from NASA, we've gone back to the company to inquire about the claim and removed the claim from our site until we get additional verification.
That's not taking responsibility, so to say. It's just we got caught.
Yeah, that is not taking responsibility at all. And you want to know what I do appreciate, though, in this fucking banana fucking universe we live in?
Yeah.
The company's response? Double down, baby. Double down. They said body vibes emit a biofrequency. Each body vibe is programmed with a specific subharmonic frequency to target a particular lifestyle concern. Use body vibe smart stickers to optimize brain and body function and increase the body's natural ability to heal itself. Since everyone is unique, effects of body vibes may vary. Some people experience immediate benefits while others realize the results over time. We recommend wearing body vibes for at least 1 month to experience a complete body-mind reset. This is directly from their site right now to this motherfucking day. These are scratch and sniff stickers from the 25-cent machine at the grocery store.
Bodyvibes.com/science technology. But they don't say anything about it. Science technology, that's their science technology stuff.
Yeah, they have an entire section. So when you go to shopbodyvibes.com, there's all products, individual therapy, variety packs, and about body vibes. And when you go to the about body vibes section, you can click into how to vibe and then science and technology. I just read you the entirety of the science and technology section.
Yeah.
And little Gwenny was like, Mama, you know I be doing these. And I cannot stress to you guys, I think I might use the body vibe stickers for the podcast image because it is my life's goal for everyone to see when I say with my entire fucking chest, these are scratch and sniff stickers that you would get as a child.
Yeah,
or
they
even if you went to a grocery store and put 25 cents in the machine and got a sticker, that sticker would be bigger and better and more like well put together than these are. These are the free stickers you get at a checkout line when you're a child. These are the stickers you get after you get a shot at the doctor's office. They are about the size of a quarter. They come on little squares that are not much bigger than them. They are 120 US Americana hard cold cash.
They're not anything that looks scientific, if that's what you're thinking. It's not like, you know how like people with diabetes have to put those little buttons on them that like inject them with medicine. It is like it's nothing. Listen to the side effects, by the way. It has side effects.
Please.
Oh my God. So similar to how we experience a cleanse, the body may feel a little bit out of sorts as it begins to detox. However, Body Vibes is chemical free. That's because there's literally nothing in it but a sticker.
Adhesive.
Adhesive. And any physical symptoms are much less noticeable than with other methods of detoxification. Any discomfort can easily be mitigated by removing the smart sticker. As energy begins to flow, there may be a temporary adjustment period where one could feel jittery, tired, sad, or a little off. And you may ask, why am I feeling this way? Yeah. Probably because you spent $120 on stickers. But you want to know what it says?
What?
Because life can be overwhelming.
Preach, queen.
Sometimes it's easier to compartmentalize, locking away strong emotions, than to move forward. These stickers target blocked energy that can bring feelings up and out. The side effect is just feeling.
Bad vibes, mama.
Bad vibes.
Also, if you want to know how to wear them, Body Vibes should be worn to the left side of the heart or above it. Key placements are left shoulder, upper back, upper left arm, and chest. But if you're a sensitive type, which I'm assuming it's like water type, if you're a sensitive type, you're encouraged to wear them lower on the left arm, below the heart, or inside the forearm.
I'm glad they said that.
Yeah.
My starter type is grass, personally, because Bulbasaur is the best. So
I want to, you know what I want to do to the, who made this? Anna, who created Body Vibe, the $120 stickers. Mm-hmm. I want to slap a nicotine patch on this bitch and watch her melt. I want to watch
God.
her fucking melt.
High fructose corn syrup. Oh, you know, I just watched The Rock with Nicolas Cage. You know The Rock, right? Mm-hmm. When they get exposed to the neurotoxin and it like starts melting their skin off, they have to shove like a 6-inch needle into their heart. Maybe a better reference also could be in Pulp Fiction when she has the overdose.
Yeah.
Imagine slapping a regular sticker on her and then have her like fucking freaking out and she just has one of these stickers, but it's in a syringe and she just shoves it into her heart and just injects the sticker right into her heart.
I want to see them. I want to see them inject the sticker. So
beautiful.
Those are Body Vibes, formerly big time endorsed by GOOP, but we'll soon learn why GOOP had to remove them. So Gweneth has also sold things like a chrome-plated $178 toothpaste squeezer. You can digest that as much as you want.
Wow.
A 24-karat gold $10,000 dildo, which is actually very slay of her.
I don't know, man. That's ridiculously expensive.
I mean, if you just got money burning a hole in your pocket. The iconic $57 This Smells Like My Vagina candle.
Yeah, very popular. Yep.
Which sold out immediately. I think it was rumored that Elton John bought like 10 of them. But they actually do not smell like her vagina. They smell like fucking frankincense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She said that she was on mushrooms and came up with this idea. She was like, what is gonna sell a candle? And she was like, if people think it smells like my vagina. And she was right.
Yeah, if people think that my vagina was there when baby Jesus was in the manger and it was brought to him as a gift.
Yeah.
That's what it said. Okay.
Exactly. And she's also sold things like a $9,000 two-person full-spectrum infrared sauna.
I went to go get a facial off Groupon once, and I didn't realize it was an infrared facial. And they were like, "Are you light sensitive?" And I was like, "Actually, I am. I get crippling migraines." And they were just like, "Oh!" They put the light right in your face, and it was so bright that even with glasses and my eyes shut as tight as I could, like, close them, I was like, "Ah!" And I tried to struggle away from this light. It's like a halo they put in your face, and the lady was like, "No!" And like fucking grabbed my head like Nurse Ratched. I was like, "Ah!" And like held it there, and I was just like, "Ah! Ah!" And it was like halo light.
You're just being tortured.
Yeah, off of Groupon. And then I got a water massage where like you remember those little toys in the 90s where you would like hold them and it looked like a toilet paper tube, but they were kind of like rubbery.
Yeah.
It was like that. I was in
They were like the childhood pocket pussies.
Yeah, I was in a giant life-size pocket pussy and it was just like like plastic water. I was like fully clothed with just my head sticking out. And I got off Groupon.
You got scammed. You got so scammed. Yeah. You essentially got an over-the-shirt mall massage. That's what you got.
That was no, that was like me getting a $60 fucking tan before I go to Costa Rica, my guy. I got cut. And I got
yeah, you know, they come for you. When they come for you. Ooh. And actually, I want to take back my statement because if you would have gotten an over-the-shirt mall massage, at least someone would have been making physical contact with your body.
Other than holding me down in the light halo,
laying in the human-sized pocket pussy.
Oh my god! Yeah, it was just. Yep.
Oh, we love a good scam.
I bet it was owned by Gweneth Paltrow, though.
Gweneth Paltrow was just in the back with her little, like, Skeletor arms, like,
the frankincense was just revoltingly strong.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you knew that's when she was coming if it smells like frankincense. If it smells like frankincense and a vitamin IV pack, you know Gweneth Paltrow is around the corner. Oh, but you might say, well, people aren't actually buying this, are they? Chelsea?
I don't. I know Elton John bought one vagina candle, so they've at least made $80 plus shipping.
What if I told you Goop makes over $255 million in revenue?
I don't understand. How much do those stickers make?
Those stickers are so expensive. And they're telling you got to try them for at least a month. So they got you in a 6-month plan for $120 a month.
Oh my, dude, this is the hippie version of the prayer cloths. You know what I mean?
Yes, dude. Yes.
Yep.
But it's not money spent on quartz crystal water bottles. That's my biggest problem, which is currently something you can buy on Goop's website for almost $200. I'd say it's this almond mom, crunchy mom, pseudoscience, snake oil bullshit, or whatever you want to call it. In 2018, Goop released an article on how you could achieve the, quote, leanest livable weight, end quote. I linked the article if you want to read it.
Don't know if I want to.
Which is described as the, quote, the weight at the low end of your set range. It's been criticized by doctors and dietitians because it emphasizes your leanest livable weight, promoting the idea of being as thin as possible without dying. And when Goop went from a lifestyle brand selling vibrators and weighted blankets and into the wellness space with insane claims, it wasn't just people online tweeting about her pussy candle that took notice. Remember when I talked about the anti-vaginal health propaganda?
Yeah.
About with the vagina steams? Okay, let's dig more into that. In September 2018, Goop settled in court with a $145,000 lawsuit. Why? A false advertising lawsuit. California officials sued Goop, claiming that it made unfounded health claims about 3 products on its website, including a blend of essential oils the company claims fights depression, and 2 jade and quartz eggs that can supposedly boost women's sexual energy and health.
Yeah, those are the vagina eggs.
Yes. From Goop, and this is still up because she still sells them, Quote, Yoni eggs harness the power of energy work, crystal healing, and a Kegel-like physical practice. Insert the egg into your vagina and feel the connection with your body by squeezing and releasing the egg. End quote.
Yeah, it's chicken science.
And here's my... Yeah, it is. Here's my thing. I love Kegels. There's a girl who does videos, and she does it. You know how people say you do CPR to like you do CPR
Staying alive.
songs. Yeah, you do to stay alive. And I think there's a Megan Thee Stallion song now that also hits the same BPM that you need to do CPR correctly. There's a girl who does Kegel videos essentially, and she's just sitting there and she's playing the song and she's like, and she's doing with her hands like how when you would squeeze and open, and like it's like doing an exercise. It's doing Kegel exercises, and I think that's super helpful. And Kegels do help with strengthening the vaginal wall, and for people who have had like a lot of children, or maybe children back to back, or any sort of multiple issues, even like a hernia that they've repaired, like doing Kegels and strengthening that vaginal wall is like super important. Yeah,
you don't have to spend money on anything to do it because it's free. So
exactly, that is the fucking tea. Mm-hmm. And going back to what the court case went after, the essential oils that fight depression, be for real.
Was that also just frankincense?
Yeah, probably. Lavender oil and frankincense.
It's the equivalent of those like advertisements that we see in Utah. I don't know how like popular they are all over the country, but it'll show someone hiking and it's like, this is the real antidepressant. It's like,
yeah. It's like when people say, and this is like a big talking point with like the, you know, like alpha male, you know, those type of Andrew Tate heads, if you will. Uh-huh. It's like, have depression, go to the gym, go work out, go for a run. And it's like, okay, going for a run is not going to fix the chemical imbalance in my fucking brain. Like, I want to kill myself. And you're telling me to go lift weights about it? Be so expeditiously for real.
I also want to say that to the incels then. Can't get a girlfriend? Go drink water. Go to the gym. Take a hike.
Yeah.
I recently discovered, speaking of Andrew Tate, I'm not going to derail us too much, but he has music videos online that you can go watch.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them, unfortunately. I've also seen the pictures of his balding ass head, which is just delicious because he always tried to say, like, I'm not bald, or whatever his fucking weird ass accent is. It's a choice.
I'm taller than my hair.
Yeah. So, it's just, that's the fucking problem. Like, there are cultures that have been using yoni eggs, and that's one thing, that they want to use it to help, like, women's vaginal health. Sure. It's different when Goop comes online and says, putting this jade egg inside of your pussy will fix your marriage and heal your sexual energy and any sexual health problems you're having.
Right.
Like, that's the issue. And that's just like telling someone to go work out to cure their depression. Yeah. You are not actually going to the source of the problem.
Man, yeah. And it's also preying on people who are probably desperate enough that they've tried everything, or lack a confidence enough to think that, like, they're worthy of going to the doctor to get this shit healed. They're like, no, maybe there's something more wrong with me because I'm not typical. It's like, it's a little bit of nefarious targeting, but also trying to give yourself more credit for being more special than you are. No, just go to the doctor.
Yeah. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on, so I hope that we remember this conversation, can have honest discussion about it. But let's talk about the vaginal steaming. A study involving a 62-year-old woman was published in the Journal of Gynecology in Canada. The woman, she agreed to, like, be a part of this. Like, it's a case that happened to her, and then she agreed to allow it to be published in this journal as a study. It wasn't like they made her do this. Let me clarify that.
Got it.
The woman had been suffering from a prolapsed vagina and believed the treatment of vaginal steaming could help avoid surgery, as she had been led to believe by claims like Goop.
Yeah, okay.
when they say things like all of our products are, and I'm not saying that this woman chose vaginal steaming from Goop, I'm saying like people like Goop. She is just the most popular of this brand of like crunchy almond alternative, things to do, which I'm not completely dissing on alternatives. I'm just saying like if you have a prolapsed vagina, the mugwort steam is not going to fix that, mama.
There's some science to alternative medicine that has like maybe been kind of peer reviewed. It's in the same way of like getting massage can help with stress. Yeah, it helps because but these people that go to school for it, and it's very different when you also seek that on top of regular treatment. So had she just done the crystal healing plus regular treatment, who knows?
Yeah. It's like a whole thing. Yeah. But you kind of can't blame her when you have this very reputable brand and this very recognizable person who is like trustworthy as far as you're concerned, saying that the products that they are telling you about are doctor recommended, doctor verified, doctor approved, right?
Yeah.
So like, I get it. Like, yeah, she said it herself. So she wanted to see if the vaginal steaming would help prevent her from having to get surgery. The woman sat over the boiling water for 20 minutes on 2 consecutive days before finally taking herself to the ER with injuries. She sustained second-degree burns and had to delay reconstructive surgery while she was healing. Dr. Robert, who works in pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery in Calgary, said, quote, "Word of unconventional therapies like steaming can spread through channels like the internet and word of mouth. Healthcare providers need to be aware of alternative therapies so that they can help people make informed choices and avoid potential harm."
That's so sad, dude. And it's like, I'm trying to put this into terms, how I'm feeling versus what I'm thinking. Because it's so easy to be like, well, what an idiot. That's what you get for sitting over a boiling pot of water until you burn yourself to the point where you have to go get like reconstructive surgery, right?
Yeah, but if someone is telling you like this, and think about like the time and place and era in which we live in. Like, you may follow an influencer or a celebrity and they're on their Instagram or on TikTok Live or doing a YouTube review or even on a TV show, on a red carpet, whatever it may be, talking about like something they do or something they use that's like, the greatest one in which we can all have a very timely laugh is all of these celebrities being like, I just like have a celery juice in the morning and then I have a acai bowl and I work out, and really it's fucking Ozempic. Yeah, and really it's fucking Ozempic. Like, you know what I mean? And so imagine this woman is like, she's 62. She's like, I don't want to fucking go get this expensive, probably tough vaginal reconstructive surgery. All these skinny white bitches are talking about how like vaginal steams heal them and make their like vaginas stronger. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't I give it a shot? You know what I mean? And we've all been told that like beauty is pain, pain is beauty. So if you're sitting on that fucking mugwort steam and it's starting to hurt, you're like, that's got to be working. That's got to be it working.
Well, I mean, we were all raised on hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah.
It's always what they said. You're not supposed to burn yourself with it, but we're all like, nope, that just means that it works.
Yes.
And there's like a certain energy that comes about when what's different than someone trying this and someone also like praying to feel better? You're putting energy and time into something because you're desperate for healing. So, and it's so easy too when people are desperate for them to be preyed upon. That's why places like Goop can make money off of stupid nonsense pseudoscience like this, because there are people out there desperate enough who it might be expensive, but it's cheaper than American healthcare.
Yeah. And while we all want to laugh at Goop as she drags around her IV bags and sips on bone broth in replacement of all 3 meals a day, I ask you this. On Goop's site right now, you can purchase $90 vitamin packs that, quote, address multiple systems in the body that contribute to optimal metabolism. And this was said with an asterisk, which if you scroll down the page, the bottom of the page, that asterisk connects to the statement, quote, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. You know who else sells unregulated and unevaluated supplements and vitamins for insane prices while also making insane claims like, quote, Brain Force has been an absolute favorite among thousands of listeners with hundreds of 5-star reviews coming in. Now with Brain Force Plus, we have gone the extra level. This is what I take before a hard-hitting show. I absolutely love it, and the crew does too.
I don't want to read ahead.
So over the top powerful.
I hope you're going to say Alex Jones. I don't want to read ahead. Is it Alex?
Exactly.
Yeah, I knew it! My guy!
Exactly.
My problematic king.
None other than former lover, current enemy of the show, Alex Jones of InfoWars.
I wanted to say, this is just the white lady, the Karen, the affluent woman's version of fucking InfoWars.
You are so right. And we're going to end this episode with just a perfect little curated piece just for you about this. So, here's the fucking issue. The only difference between Alex Jones vitamins and Goops is branding, like you said.
Yeah.
The screaming old man at the clouds or the Karen screaming at the 16-year-old that works at Target. Both of these people are schemers selling shams. They are taking advantage of the frustration with modern medicine and the inaccessibility to healthcare. Mm-hmm. While sounding expensive, a $90 vitamin pack that cures you of everything sounds a lot better than a $3,000 doctor's bill.
Yes.
They are pushing pseudoscience that sounds science-y by saying things like, this will heal your microbiome, or taking this will improve cardiovascular health. Like, of course you want that.
Yeah. Oh, I would fall for this stuff hook, line, and sinker with all my nonsense. I've tried like lasers on my face to get it, well, not just for like facial purposes, but like for painkillers.
Yeah, we know how that worked.
I got Reiki for my dog because like at some point, like there is where you do get to the level where you're like, my back is against the wall and I still have no relief from this problem. What can I try next? Mm-hmm. And once you get to that point, $200-$300 on like a super vitamin pack that people swear up and down is great. It looks pretty appealing.
No, 1,000%. And to some people, that really is the only option because healthcare is not a right, apparently, in this country. It is not a right and it is not a need, apparently, in this country. And imagine you've got like a sick and unwell child, and you cannot afford, because you are uninsured, to take them to the doctor. But here you are watching your favorite celebrity influencer, who is apparently like the beacon of health and wellness, talking about how this vitamin pack will heal you and save you, and there's people in her reviews doing the same thing, or vice versa on the other coin. It's your favorite news commentator, who clearly has been persecuted against the, big media, big government. He's out here telling the hard-hitting truths. He's telling you, I've got the cure. I can save you. It's only $90, which is super cheap in comparison to going to that doctor uninsured. Like, yeah, you're gonna fucking do it. You're gonna fucking do it. And these are the hard truths. Coconut oil doesn't cure everything. And the reason why we don't have kids and full body iron lung respirators anymore is because we've developed and distributed the polio vaccine to a population that desperately needed it. It's this DIY approach to wellness that has given us headlines like Tacoma, Washington woman with active tuberculosis has refused to isolate or take the necessary medications. And the state health officials have been fighting with her via court orders for over a year to just get treatment and stop putting the public at risk. I love a good crystal in your pocket to protect you from bad energy. But I hate, don't seek medical treatment. Let me rub this crystal on you to cure your cancer. And we are very much down that road today. No thanks to people like Goopy Goop, Gweneth Paltrow, or even Alex Jones, who are, in a sense, giving the same thing to both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And before we leave, did you have anything else to say before we get into this?
We had to do stuff like we did studies on people who went to extreme healing measures in anthropology, and it was the phenomenon of white Americans, because we don't have very old culture in the United States, but we all come from the old world, you know what I mean? How, like, the different healing measures that they would go to, and one of them that does have a pretty weird science to it that was always fascinating to me was, like, you could get medicinal bee stings.
Yeah.
And essentially you would go and people would, like, sting you to help with pain it was just mostly pain management, but then there were also people who were part of a sect that would drink their own urine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's still a thing that goes on today.
Yeah.
That's still a thing that people do because they think that, like, this same like antibodies and healing abilities that, like, your body does to cleanse itself, and that is, like, what urine is, that by drinking it you'll be able to get some of those back in, like some of those vitamin and nutrients.
Yeah, very bizarre.
Yeah. But it all comes from inaccessibility to healthcare because you just can't afford it and you don't have it, or straight up just distrust. Mm-hmm. And that distrust can come from personal bad experiences, anecdotal, maybe like family, friends, and it can even come from the very real, like, big pharma lobbying that happens on, Capitol Hill that influences the way things are priced and distributed. Like, when you watch that, and there is no debating it, that, like, big pharma is out here price gouging, making insulin unaffordable, which is a life-saving drug, you're like, they clearly don't care. They're clearly they're doing the, like, some of you may die. Like, if that's what they're doing, and they're doing it in front of everyone, they're doing it on the world stage, they're saying it with their entire chest. How is it that we are the richest country in the world, and yet, like, the other developed nations that come behind us can sell the same life-saving medications for pennies on the dollar, mm-hmm. and yet we're out here saying it's hundreds, and that's with insurance.
Yeah.
That we do not offer as a right to our citizens. So to feel distrust innately in medicine is almost as American as hamburgers and hot dogs on the 4th of July.
You're absolutely right, yeah.
Because, like, think about it. This country doesn't give universal health care. Okay? You are immediately raised in a society that says health care does not matter. It is not a necessity. You do not need it. It is a luxury. That is what they're saying in less words by not giving it to you. And then by making it inaffordable almost, and they repealed Obamacare that says that employers need to give you health care if you work like a full 40 hours. And there were even businesses that were being, like, snaky about that, where they would work you like 30. Yeah. They would, like, keep everyone part-time so they didn't have to give it to you. So, like, there are so many loopholes that prevent Americans from having health care. So health care is, like, as far as we're concerned, if we're speaking generalizations on how it's presented to us, is a luxury because most people can't afford it. And it is not affordable, period. And then even if you do have it, even if you are paying for it out of pocket every month, it's a coupon card. It's a coupon book. You're still paying $50 to $100 copays when you walk in the door. Your prescriptions are always generic, and they're still probably $50 to $100 per prescription. And then God forbid you need to like see a doctor immediately, just go to the Instacare because your doctor's booked out for the next 6 months. There is distrust in medicine innately. And then you have the very American problem of overprescribing narcotics. Because once again, the lobbying of big pharma. Oxycontin, back in the 90s and early 2000s, was advertised as a cure-all pill. Do you have chronic pain? Do you miss being able to play with your grandchildren? Do you want to be as up and atom and spry as you used to be? Take Oxycontin. And doctors were given bonuses for prescribing it. It was handed out like free fucking candy. Yep. And what happened? An entire population addicted to narcotics, addicted to Oxycontin.
Yeah. And also, that's why like stuff like this is so nefariously enticing, because if I want to feel better now, I can just go to Goop and order some bullshit. But if I want to go to the doctor, I have to take time off work. I have to do a copay. Yep. I have to, anything done at the doctor above and beyond them looking at me costs extra money. And then I have to go pay for a prescription, which probably isn't going to be covered. And then if it is covered, I can go online and get a coupon, and the coupon's probably like not. So it ends up like kind of breaking down to the same thing, and you feel terrible either way. So at least with some of this stuff, it has the power of the placebo effect, because there's less distrust in alternative medicine than there is in medicine itself.
Yeah, because it almost feels like you're getting it straight from the source.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you straight up, like, non-addictive, non-habit forming. And you're like, oh my God, what a relief, you know? Because we literally have people who went in for a knee surgery and are now in rehab. Yeah. Not for physical therapy, but for Narcotics Anonymous. Yeah. Like, that is, again, just as American as a 4th of July and fireworks, 4th of July and hamburgers, bald eagles, whatever it may be. It is truly such a American problem. And then you'll even have cases of like everyone feels it. I mean, we even got to talk to people who felt like medical professionals weren't hearing them out when it came to how they were feeling about their body and pains. Like, there are also people who just feel like their doctors don't take them seriously. I mean, it's proven statistically that doctors don't prescribe women like medicines and medications that can help them and heal them because they don't believe them. Like, the distrust in medicine it just is what it is. So like, of course you're going to be like enticed to this. Like, it's more affordable, it's more accessible, it's easier to understand, and it's just more like cut and dry. You know what I mean? They tell you exactly what you want to hear. Whereas like you listen and watch these infomercials about an antidepressant, and then it's like side effects are death, suicidal ideation, and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, I thought this was supposed to like heal me. Meanwhile, Goop's out here being like, this vitamin pack that's completely non-invasive, non-toxic, non-habit forming will cure you.
And if you don't like it, just take it off. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, literally. It's like, of course. So I think that we've gotten to this point. I think why crunchy moms are so scary and prominent is because we have a system that has failed us. And it has failed us in spectacular ways, from just its existence of being unattainable to even when you have it, harming you. There is no version of it that on a mass scale to this, like, people in this country, the United States, feel like it is worth it. Feel that they are taken care of, feel that it's a sound investment. It seems like a crapshoot. I mean, the greatest example is even you yourself, Chelsea, who have given me and the listeners such horror stories about dealing with, quote, medical professionals that seem like they would be filmed on court TV. Like, it is crazy. And I know that you are not a statistical anomaly. I know that that is almost commonplace. I know that people do not feel heard, seen, or taken seriously by their doctors. And if they are heard, they're overprescribed or underprescribed, or they're overcharged and they can't afford it, they can't continue care, or they can't get in to see anybody. Like, I get it. That is the reality. That is the reality for the majority. That is the reality for us. That is the reality for probably most people listening right now. So as much as I laugh at the situation, I laugh at Goop, I laugh at Alex Jones, I'm like, oh my God, how did we get here? Is like the type of laugh I have, because it makes sense now why Goop makes $255 million in revenue every year.
Yeah.
Because we are like a desperate fucking people, and she claims to have the answers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then, man, it's at the same time, like, it's so nefarious, right? Because, like, I want to be like, I would never get got by Goop, but then I will also 100% wear the hex ring you got me with my whole chest to protect me from bitches and bastards.
Yeah. As you should, though.
Yeah, so it's like, really, what is it, though? Is it modern witchcraft that she's just happened to make a profit off of?
Well, I think
there's got to be socioeconomics to it. Yeah,
that's the whole thing, right? She started as like a newspaper vlog, like online publication about, like, you know, fun things to do to like make your workspace a happier place to be, which is completely harmless. It's completely harmless. What she's doing now by being a wellness brand, same with Alex Jones. If you think these two motherfuckers, right? Because they are motherfuckers, are doing this out of the kindness of their heart, they are not. Yeah. They see the problem that we just talked about medical mistrust and unavailability, and they saw money fucking signs. They're not in there being like, with their true heart, saying, I'm doing this because I care, I'm doing this because I can help you. They're doing this because they see a fucking opportunity to make money. And that's why they're the truest forms of evil, because rather than use their money and their place in society and their popularity and their power for good to talk about medical mistrust and unavailability, they are taking advantage of an already beat down people. And that's why it's a fucking problem. And that's why I will always be an enemy of Goop. I will always be a fucking enemy of Goop, because she is a little demon out here trying to suck the blood of everyone while they're down. And it's just like, I fucking see you, bitch. I fucking see you. I see you clear as fucking day. It's not coming from a good place, because you and Alex Jones are doing the same fucking shit. And with that, on a more lighthearted, fun note, let's end this episode with a piece called Unconscious Coupling by Harper Magazine. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What we are about to read are descriptions of products sold by InfoWars and Goop.
I want to read the InfoWars stuff.
Okay.
InfoWars Knockout Sleep Support, an all-natural sleep supplement.
Goop Dream Dust, a soothing, edible nightcap.
InfoWars Super Female Vitality, ancient wisdom reinterpreted in modern equipment.
Goop Sex Dust, a lusty edible formula alchemized to ignite sexy energy.
InfoWars Biome Defense 50, a blend of 50 billion live and active cultures from 23 probiotic strains.
Goop Antioxidants Inner Beauty Boost. Probiotic concentrate made with organic papaya leaf, pomegranate green tea, vitamin E.
InfoWars Brain Force Plus. Flip the switch and supercharge your state of mind.
Goop Rohadalia Brain Tonic. This Tibetan Chi tonic improves the body's ability to absorb oxygen.
InfoWars Wake Up America! Patriot Blend. Alex Jones' favorite cup of coffee.
Goop, why am I feeling so effing tired? That's really the same energy. That's the same sentence in different fonts. Formulated with vitamins and supplements sourced from ancient Ayurveda.
InfoWars CNN is fake news t-shirt. CNN is trying to pull the hood over the world's eyes to pretend they do something other than say globalist lies. Make sure you spread the word about the truth. That'd be better if it was like a sleep mask and it was like CNN news because it covers your eyes. So
you could hit them up. Actually, don't. We should sell that. And Goop's Jordan Elbow Sleeve Tee. The Goop signature puff sleeve counterpart to last month's flutter sleeve top.
I honestly thought it would be something a little bit more.
Well, the point is
impressive.
They're both selling long sleeves.
Dude, it's a literal relax fit t-shirt that you would get literally anywhere.
Well, yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a princess cut type of shirt, but no, it's literally just a white shirt that you can get in a Hanes 5-pack.
Yeah, no shit, dude. That's what I'm saying. And let's see. If you look at I want to try to find the InfoWars one.
InfoWars fake news t-shirt.
God, there's so many like Trump t-shirt.
CNN reptilians t-shirt fake news meme communist Clinton MAGA Alex Jones liberal at the best t-shirt.
There's a shirt that says big booty Latinas for Trump. You guys, stop. But anyway, the moral of the story is that they're both selling fucking Hanes tees.
Yeah.
Hanes tees for fucking $1 bajillion. And before we leave, we will say Goop. Good old Goop. The jury has ruled in favor of her on Thursday, today, in a $300,000 negligent lawsuit filed by a Utah man in 2009. He claims that Goop hit him while he was skiing. Where was it? Was it like Snowbird? Where was it?
Yeah, it was somewhere in Park City, I think.
Yeah, they were in Park City. And he says that she ran him over and left him there with a broken rib. That she ran him over and then looked back and he was like, "That's fucking Goop." And then she's like, "Ah!" And then she runs away.
Yeah, he claimed that she said, "I'm a fucking celebrity," and skied off.
Yeah, which is actually dope.
Yeah.
And Terry Sanderson was determined to be 100% at fault for the ski crash in 2016. And he will be held responsible for the $1 in damages in addition to her attorney fees.
Yeah.
And that is, he tried to say that Goop hit him and gave him multiple cracked ribs and permanent traumatic brain injury. It was at Deer Valley, It was at Deer Valley Resort in Park City. He initially filed a $3.1 million lawsuit, and she countered for $1 and attorney fees, which I will say is the only cool thing Goop has ever done. So with that, I say, now, more than ever, in these darkest of times, filled with jade pussy eggs, vaginal steams, and $127 stickers that are supposed to clean your vibes up. Now more than ever, I want to say, hail Satan.
I'm going to say, hail the half day of skiing that Gweneth Paltrow lost, to which she testified on oath. They were like, "What if you lost out on this whole ordeal?" And her literal response was, "A half day of skiing." Fucking Goop queen.
Just really though, just like Alex Jones is a fucking human demon. He is the worst person alive, okay?
Yeah.
Multiple juries have found him guilty of being the biggest piece of shit in the world. And you say, no, what's the biggest piece of shit in the world? And I say, oh, remember when Sandy Hook happened and a bunch of literal children and babies were murdered in cold blood by AK-47s? Oh, he sent crazy people to their houses to stalk them for the rest of their fucking lives. He is literally to say, I know your fucking kid isn't dead. Show me your fucking kid. I see him in the fucking attic. I'm outside of your fucking house right now. Your fucking kid isn't dead. That is the worst man alive. That is a demon. He is the one when I said the way that we can get America out of its debt is by bringing back public executions, and every American can buy a rock for $1 and then line up and pay another $1 to throw it at the person, and that's how we execute them. And that's also how we'll get out of debt. Alex Jones is the guy who we have to start with. Like, I truly think he is the devil himself. There is no one worse than Alex Jones, and yet, I'll see him chugging a bottle of bourbon, ripping his shirt off, doing fucking arm presses, and I'm just like, oh god, he's got it. And then the same fucking thing, I'm like, Goop is out here like making young fucking crunchy moms basically kill their first baby by refusing to give it real medicine that'll save its life. And then she goes on trial and countersues for $1. And I'm just like, oh, the bitch is back. Bitch is back.
Man, it's
both of them,
they're both one of the 7 seals that have to be broken before like hell can be unleashed on earth and the Catholic biblical revelations.
Yeah,
they're
it's
just
true.
both fucking pestilence and famine.
It fucking sure is. So yeah, there you go, baby. That is none other than Goop herself. And this episode is dedicated to our dearest, our personal, the Goop of our hearts, Kelly Halloran, or at Wildwood Owl on Etsy. You can get to her page through the links in our bios. I'm at Noelle Fain. That's at Sithlard. We're at Go to Hell Podcast. I think fucking 2 years ago, she said, wouldn't it be crazy if you guys talked about Goop? And I said, yeah, I'll get to it. And then here we are getting to it. So you're welcome, Kelly. Thanks for being patient. Here's your episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you guys want to enjoy something besides her stickers and the merch that she makes us, which I think all of it's like on sale still.
It is.
She's doing like a spring sale for all of the Go to Hell merch. So go check it out. Stickers, pins, the bandana, super fucking cool. Get it. You can also find in the link in our bios our Patreon. $1 gets you in. We have both profound, upsetting, and just good old fun conversations. New episodes every week. Remember, you sign an NDNA. Don't fucking say anything. You can
I like
also-
they said NDNA. You signed it with blood, bitch.
NDA. And your DNA. It's a blood oath.
Yeah.
You can also find links to our merch. We do have the drag queen tee up. Again, remember 100% of the proceeds are donated to the drag story time, but if you want to donate to them specifically and directly, let us know and we'll give you the PDF files to the art. And we super appreciate you. You can also find links to our Discord server, the Facebook group for the boomers, and I don't know why you'd need it, but everywhere you can listen to us, which honestly is anywhere podcasts are heard. Cool.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, bye.
Bye.